you just heard is from the Lovepedal Babyface Tremolo. It is a one-knob tremolo with two trim pots inside. One is level and one is depth. And what's really good about the level, which I have turned up just ever so slightly, is that you can hit through the mix, because the tremolo, obviously, as you know, takes your signal and brings it in and out, lowering the volume. There's three different modes. We have normal, pushed all the way to the left, which is like an amp style output bias tremolo, and we have a triangle and a square wave. So two different types of wave, and we'll go through them all in the demo. So what you heard in the beginning is my Les Paul plugged into my Tone 50-watt super bass through a 4x12 Marshall cab. And what's great about having a tremolo pedal, especially one that's like this, and you can have a bunch of different sounds in such a small package, is that this amp would have never come with tremolo, and you can add it. So I have it set most of the time for me on the regular setting, so output bias style, where the volume doesn't go in and out at a certain speed, and this is the speed knob. It doesn't go in and out. It just goes low, almost off, to all the way back up to full volume. Since I have the level set higher, it goes even higher than the initial volume, so I'll go ahead and turn it down a little bit so we can get... And what's also good to know is this goes much faster. So all the way cranked, it's this really fast tremolo, which you'd never get from, say, an amp or other tremolos, especially ones in this sort of package. So I'll go ahead and turn it low, and we got this clean sound. So this is its slowest speed, and adding a little bit of dirt to that. So that's actually something you could keep on. If it's a rhythm part or something like that, it's not going to take the signal away too much in the normal setting. Output bias is the way I look at it. And you could keep it on, and even though it's not set to the tempo of the song, it's with the level turned up a little bit, and I have the depth turned back to about 11 o'clock. It actually fattens the signal a little bit. So this is just the boost from the Lovepedal Amp 11. And add that on, adds a little bit of warmth to it. So it also fattens the signal up, which is great, and you don't lose any dynamics. So with the pedal still on, both pedals, excuse me. No loss in dynamics, and we'll go ahead and bring it up to a more moderate speed. past that, and we'll go to the next setting. Much choppier. Next setting, square wave. Much more even in the wave of it because it's square. In the middle one, much less even. So the attack on the it's much more of a different rhythm than the square, which is this. Its fade down and fade up are much more even. And this is somewhere in the middle, or somewhere further to the gradual. And how I have the depth set means that it doesn't go out more. So if you want it to be more substantial in the way that it goes up and down in volume, you can definitely get that. I have it set more of a subtle effect because that's how I use it and that's how I think it sounds best used as a tremolo, because you don't want the whole signal to go up and down. And I like to put this either at the end or before reverb, just because in an amp it would bring the signal up and down. So after all your drives and your fuzz pedals and your vibes and Octavias and all those things that we love that Sean makes. So then we'll go to super fast. As you can probably hear the amp, in fact. It goes so fast. In fact, that super, super fast. Go to the square wave and crank it up. This is a sound you hear a lot and makes me think of Oasis and Radiohead. It's just, it's using the guitar as an effect. We'll do that same sort of thing with the triangle setting. The triangle setting I think sounds better slow. it sort of creates a rhythm of its own due to the, obviously, the shape of the triangle wave. So, I set it on my board like this. At that sort of speed and that sort of depth, it doesn't matter what the tempo of the song is, because it's not being intrusive as a tremolo pedal. It's just it's another effect. So you wouldn't necessarily have to set a chorus pedal to the tremolo of the song, even if the wave of the chorus isn't in the tempo. So